Hello, beer number 3 of the Skal review. I believe that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, Skalfest.
So we've been to Sweden, we've been to 2 beers in Sweden, and now we're going to go to Estonia. And if you'd like to tell us about the beer, in terms of its when it was brewed and percentage and all that.
Okay, so got the bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell us the basics and then I'll review it.
So this is a Le Coq Porter. There we go, big reveal. Let's just rumble through this. Porter is described by.
Sorry.
Can't do it right at all, can I? So it's brewed in Estonia, first brewed in 1999, and the alcohol content is 6.5%. So some stuff in here about Porter being the first beer technically suited for mass production at temporary standards of control. The drinking of dark beers in the Baltic region also has a long history. From the 1780s, during the reign of the British King George III, beers of this style took the long and often dangerous sea journey to Russia. One of the most successful exporting companies was founded by a Belgian named A. Le Coq in 1807. For more than a century, the beers brewed on A. Le Coq's behalf plied their way by sea from London. In 1912, however, the Le Coq company bought the Tivoli brewery in Tartu, which I believe is in Russia, and then began brewing its stout in the Russian Empire. Production of the beer ended in the early 1920s, though, as the beer's imperial links proved too much for the new communist regime. The brewery survived, however, and the Soviets changed its name to the Tartu Brewery, which started brewing nondescript lager-style beers. Blah, 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 blah. It reverted its name back to A. Le Coq in 1997 when it was privatised by Finnish brewery Olvi in the wake of the fall of the USSR. The porter was brewed for the first time 2 years later, and its current alcohol strength of 6.5 is relatively low compared with the original, which would have been around 9 to 10%. However, for those seeking historical accuracy, Harvey's Brewery in England has produced a version of the renowned A. Le Coq Russian Imperial Stout.
Good to know. Let's pour this one out. No, it's not. It's not actually that dark.
Dark, no.
That is interesting.
It's fizzed up quite dramatically, isn't it?
It has. That's alright.
I've just got a feeling about this one.
A good feeling or a bad feeling?
Bad feeling.
Oh dear. Did you try this one when you were in Estonia?
No. Saved it especially for you.
Oh, lovely.
Just like Jason and Kylie.
Thanks. Right, so, nice good head on this. It has fizzed out quite well, as you said. So Quino's used the, one, I think probably the third most movie line is "I've got a bad feeling about this" in most movies, which is worrying. That's no moon.
I'm summoning my inner Bolo.
Let's get out of here. That's the most. Right, that is the most used movie line, by the way, of all time. Let's get out of here.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Useful information.
I thought it was quite useful. So, bizarrely, as a porter for a 6.5 porter, you can see through it.
Yeah, this is what I've got a bad feeling about it.
It doesn't look like a porter at all. However,
it looks like.
However, I should say, if you look in the book, that is how it should look.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So this isn't a bad bottle. This is exactly how it should be. But I've never seen a porter this light before.
No.
Should we go for the smell?
What smell?
I don't smell anything at all. I can smell tumbleweed. I can't. No, Rich. Can either of you smell anything?
I'll do the old camera-approved swirl and taste. You get a little bit if you do the
slight
swirl.
maltiness.
Yeah.
Only very, very slight. Well, should we go for the taste then? I don't know what cheers in is Estonia, so we'll stick with Skal.
Yeah.
Skal. Well, it tastes more than it smells, but not by a lot. It is though quite pleasant. I wouldn't call it that. I would say that's. I don't know how on earth this is 6.5%.
No.
It's very light, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very light. It's It tastes like a Christmas beer. It tastes like a beer you'll find.
Yeah.
It tastes like an old ale, kind of Christmassy.
There's a faint
slight
taste of
spice to it.
flumminess in it.
Kind of a little bit of vine fruits to it.
Yeah.
It's not overly sweet. It does not taste like a porter though. It tastes
No,
like
no.
it tastes like a.
It tastes like maybe a watered down porter which hasn't had any roasting done to it.
It tastes like a light Christmas beer.
Yeah, I'm amazed you're right. Can't believe that's 6.5.
I don't understand how it is. I don't understand where is that beer? Where is that alcohol gone? I say it's not unpleasant. If this had been 3.5%, I would think this was lovely.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it's 6.5%.
Well, when we bought this one in Estonia, and we were having the tale before the video started, that we went to, us knowing nothing about Estonian beer or anything, we found a craft beer indie shop in Tallinn and went in with our list and kind of got an eyebrow raised by the girl behind the counter who basically told us to go to the supermarkets to buy it over the road. And I can kind of see why. It cost buttons, I think. It only cost us £1 or something.
Yeah.
It was really cheap.
Can you read the tasting notes and what it should taste like, according to the book's tasting notes? Because I think they're quite amusing in regards to the actual real taste.
So bear in mind what we've just said. So the tasting notes say, a strong dark beer, Coq Porter has poise and great balance. Its nose is a warming bouquet of roasted chocolate malts.
Lies.
A mouth-watering molasses with overlays of spicy hops and rich dark soft fruits. So the plums and vine fruit.
It has got that, and a bit of spiciness, yeah.
Extra dark caramel malts give the beer its colour.
It is a caramel colour. It has got a slight spiciness and does hit a little bit dark fruits. However, I feel like those tasting notes are slightly over-egging the pudding.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
If it wasn't called a porter and it was basically called an Estonian sweet brown beer, I'd have said, oh, fair enough then.
Yeah. But it's not a porter. And I still don't understand. How is it 6.5%?
It's drinkable enough.
It's quite quaffable, I must say.
Don't you find out quite a lot recently with strong beers? They tend to be on the lighter side.
Some of them. Some of the ones I've reviewed in here have been on the stronger side. Have been proper booze monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had a few with me.
Yeah,
Which have been
even
just booze in your face. Tell you what, this beer reminds me of Clotworthy Dobbin.
Oh no, Dobbin! You can't believe you're invoking Clotworthy.
Tony, have you had Clotworthy Dobbin yet?
I haven't, no.
It's the one beer from Northern Ireland. It's a bit like that. It is actually a bit like that.
It is actually, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The beer with the most ridiculous name.
Well, did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. But it billed itself as this sort of beer.
Yeah, right.
So we were expecting this sort of beer.
Yeah.
Even though we all just because it was called that was a later beer. We'd had quite a few by that point. And
we had a few more afterwards as well. To be fair,
we did.
We did lose our minds.
We did lose our minds, especially with some of the stronger beers. But this does remind me of the Dobbin.
Yeah. That's fine.
But you're right. If they said sweet brown porter from Estonia, it'd be on the money. But it's not a porter.
It was very much overhyped in the tasting notes. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think I've done this one to death now. So, lovely camera lady, if you could press stop, and we'll see if another beer review very soon.